So a question came to me, which is, I want us to start working with couples. What do I need to do? And so we're going to talk about what do you need to do both in terms of marketing, training, and your space. So a couple of things that I want you to think about. Let's talk about your space. That's going to be one thing that you're really going to want to take a look at and see, is this conducive to working with couples? So I have absolutely had small love seats in my office. Up until now, I have a full-size couch in my current office, but I've always had love seats. And one thing that I kind of made me realize in having a couch is by having a couch, I can really see the dynamics that go on with the couples that I see. Do they sit close to each other? Do they sit turned away? If there happens to be another person in the room, maybe they brought a child or, something like that. Where does the child sit? Or just what are the dynamics? How close are they sitting to each other? How far apart? So interesting. So if you're wanting to work with couples, you don't need to necessarily have a full-size couch, but you want to be able to have space for your couples to really be able to show you maybe what they can't show you in their words. They can show you in their body language. They can show you how close or how far apart that they're sitting. Is the room going to be conducive to doing couples counseling? Sometimes with couples counseling, we make it up, do activities. You want to make sure that there's space for that. One thing that I, struggle with now is that my printer is not in my office. And so then I have to walk out when I want to give certain things. And sometimes I might prepare things. I think we all try to prepare things before a session, but inspiration hits. And so just some things to think about when working with couples. A lot of times we'll use YouTube videos and making sure that you have a computer in your space, maybe to show those. I tried to show a YouTube video. It wasn't to a couple, but to somebody the other day on my phone. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me get on my laptop here. And so you want to make sure you have the resources in your office ready to go. You want to make sure that you have the trainings. So there are a couple of couples counseling trainings out there that you can get. Gottman tends to be a very popular one, and emotionally focused couples therapy is the other popular one. I know that there are some others out there. Terry Real has one that are all popular. Imago. There's a couple of different styles. It just seems that at least right now, the most popular ones are Gottman and EFT. And so you want to make sure that you have training in one or the other or both. I am trained in emotionally focused couples therapy. I really like it because I really work from an attachment perspective. And so doing that attachment work through that model is really helpful. But I know a lot of people love Gottman because there's a lot of skills building. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of tools that you can use in order to really help your clients achieve the outcomes that they're looking for. And so I think it's really important that you do have that training. Even if you're a marriage and family therapist, I think if you haven't had a specialized training, maybe postgraduate school, might be important for you just to consider that. I think that the MFT programs are probably preparing really well for couples counseling, but a lot of the times when other therapists are referring to other therapists for couples counseling, they're looking for some kind of certification or specialization. Even when I send couples somewhere, maybe it's not a good fit for me, or now I'm full, so I'm not seeing any new clients, but I will tell them if I can't find them somebody or they want to do some research, I will tell them look for EFT or Gottman or some kind of couples counseling training. And when you call them, ask them for those things. So I think people are becoming more privy to trainings and information out there. And so you want to make sure that you have that training. So I'm going to take a moment to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. If you're looking for an electronic health record to keep you organized, right? Somewhere where you can write your notes, put your intakes in, send reminders to your clients, take billing, and keep everything nice and organized. I want you to check out TherapyNotes. You can put in your couples counseling sessions in there. Isn't that lovely? Since our topic today is couples counseling. And so it's just a great platform for you for your group practice or for your solo practice. So let's go to the last thing, marketing. If you're looking to market to couples, you want to make sure that either your website speaks directly to couples if you're only doing couples, or that you have a service page that is for couples. You want to make sure that you outline what you work with. Maybe you have a specialty. Maybe you work with affair recovery. Maybe you work with specific types of clients. You want to make sure that that is there, it's on your website, that you're showing pictures of couples, that you're showing pictures of things that are going to draw people in, that your copy is talking specifically to the couples, to the struggles that they're going with, and to the outcomes that they're going to see. You want to make it really easy and clear, and how they can get in touch with you, and how they can work with you, and how your work with them can transform their relationship. People really are motivated when they're looking for couples counseling to come in, to work. They are usually in distress. They want a quick turnaround for sessions. So if you're already getting full, it might be time for you to think about bringing on somebody to help you. If you're looking to start a group practice, that's a good idea. But even if you're not, just making sure that you maybe bring on a renter that you can give over your couples to, because couples, a lot of the times, they don't really want to wait. They're just going to move on to the next person because they're in distress and they need help that day. And not that you have to break any of your boundaries for that, but just know that a lot of the times when couples are calling, they're really coming from that place of distress and wanting help. And so you want to be really clear on your website and on your marketing materials. And if you do Google AdWords or your Instagram, like what it's going to look like to work with you and what they're going to get. Because I think when you work with couples, it's really outcome oriented. They want to save their marriage. They want to recover from their affair. They want to resolve whatever relationship injuries that they have had. So it's really specific to that couple and the outcomes. So if you have any questions for me about couples counseling, or you have any questions for me about practice building, please send me an email to Amanda@AmandaPattersonLMHC. I'm here every Tuesdays and Thursdays answering your questions. See you soon.